Welcome back to the finale of the Ultimate Monster Showdown 1 HP tournament. We'll jump straight into the semifinals action with the Hawk taking on the Owl. We'll start by rolling initiative. The Hawk gets an 18, the Owl gets a 2. We'll start with the Hawk, which is going to fly over to the Owl. It is going to come screeching in as it does a Talons attack against the Owl. That is a 9 to hit. It does not hit. We move over to the Owl, which is going to take flight and reply with a Talons attack of its own. That is a 15 to hit. That does hit. It is going to deal 1 damage to the Hawk, and that is a dead Hawk. We now move on to Losers Round 4, where we have the Frog taking on the Piranha. We'll start by rolling initiative. The Frog gets a 6, the Piranha gets an 18. We'll start with the Piranha, which is going to magically swim over to the Frog, and it is going to try and take a hefty bite out of this Frog. It is a D20 plus 5 to hit. It is a 7 to hit. It will not hit. We move over to the Frog. The Frog is going to try and reply with a bite attack of its own. That is a 21 to hit. That will hit, dealing 1 damage to the Piranha, and that is a dead Piranha. We move on to our final losers bracket round as the Frog takes on the Hawk for the spot in the grand finales. We'll start by rolling initiative. The Frog gets a 20, the Hawk gets a 4. The Hawk will start on the ground, and we'll start with the Frog. The Frog going to jump its way over to the Hawk and attempt to take a bite out of the Hawk. That will be a 10 to hit. It will not hit. We move over to the Hawk, which is going to take flight and attack the Frog with its talons. That will be a 21 to hit. It will hit, dealing 1 damage to the Frog, and that is a dead Frog. We move on to our grand finale as the Hawk takes on the Owl for the title of the Ultimate 1 HP Monster. Since the Hawk is coming from the losers bracket, it will need to beat the Owl twice in order to claim victory. We'll get into the first battle by starting with initiative. The Hawk gets a 22, the Owl gets a 20. We'll start with the Hawk. The Hawk will come flying down to the Owl as it attempts a Talons attack against the Owl. That is a 22 to hit. That will hit, dealing 1 damage to the Owl, and that is a dead Owl. The Owl has recovered from the previous battle and has re-entered the arena. We have one final battle to decide the champion of the 1 HP tournament. It all comes down to this. We start by rolling initiative. The Hawk gets a 12, the Owl gets a 14. We start with the Owl. This time it will fly towards the Hawk and it will come screeching in with a Talons attack. That will be an 11 to hit. It does not hit. We move over to the Hawk, which is going to try Talons attack of its own. That's a 15 to hit. It does hit, dealing 1 damage to the Owl, and that is a dead Owl. We take one final look at the bracket as the Hawk claims the title of the Ultimate 1 HP Monster.